How to stop worrying. If you want to stop worrying, then you have to think a little less. Thinking about things is a good thing, but when you focus a lot of your time over analyzing something, that is when it can become quite problematic. Sometimes worrying is a good thing because it's your mind's way of acknowledging the importance of a situation. However, many times we can worry excessively for the wrong reason. And today I just want to share just a couple of really simple, quick things that can help us in worrying a little less about things. When we worry, we are actually, what we're doing is projecting our mind into the future. We start picturing the negative scenarios, negative images, and then we start thinking about, okay, what's the worst case scenario that can happen for this particular situation? So an example is a student that may have just sat an exam, comes out of the exam and starts to worry, okay, how will my test results be? A person that is running late for work might start worrying, for example, okay, what are people going to think when I enter a meeting late if I go into work late? And then in all these situations, the person is worried about something that hasn't actually happened yet. And not only that, we're worrying about something that we have no control over. If you want to know how to stop worrying, then we need to learn how to be in that moment. So realizing that majority of things that people worry about coming true never actually comes true. Realizing that we spend a great majority of our time worrying ourselves to a point where we actually start to impact on our happiness levels and how we go about interacting in our daily lives. And some people can even withdraw from interacting in their life, which is concerning. So how do we just stop worrying about everything? So there's a couple of simple things that we can do to help do that. Number one is, if you cannot do anything to improve the situation, then we have to let that thing go. Okay, we need to just let it go. Simple as that. Secondly, we need to stop worrying so much about things that we have no control over. So that student who just sat an exam, they've come out of it. We cannot go back in time and undo that. What is done is done. Now we can just hope for the best. So worrying about that isn't going to add any value. In fact, it will just stress that individual out. And finally, try to write things down. If you're worried about a raft of things, write those worries down somewhere in a little notebook. And after some time, go back and revisit those things you've just written down. And you will realize that majority of the time, those things that you were actually stressed about and worried about and that you may have had sleepless nights over actually didn't come true. And it's by this slow step of actually writing it down and realizing actually I worried for no reason and it had an impact on how I went about my life and about my stress levels, and it had an impact on my well-being, wasn't worth it. And hopefully by doing these 3 simple steps, you will learn to stop worrying less and focus on those things that you can and do have control over. Thank you.